What's up guys, back in today with another reaction to the Berserk manga. This time I'll be reacting to volume 14. Looking forward to this one. The last volume was absolutely nuts, definitely the best volume yet in my opinion. Not had quite a lot of new stuff in there, especially with the kind of lost chapters, which I'm going to try and kind of forget about as the story goes on, and probably will forget about. It's hard at the minute just because again it explains so much, but yeah, I know it's a bit spoilery because some of you guys haven't read it, so I'm not going to bring that up going forward. Looking forward to seeing what's to come though, as again this is going to be the start of a new journey really. Starting off on a pretty bad foot from the end of last volume, kind of awakening to this nightmare, which is the now kind of daily life of Guts and Casca and such. It's quite funny that that was called kind of awakening to a nightmare when we just had the eclipse, but funnily enough the worst of it might even be kind of relief of afterwards, if that makes sense. It doesn't make sense, but it is the case. I think it's the case where things are not quite as gruesome and disgusting, and not our comrades are dying and such right now, but we're having to actually deal with that. We're actually having to accept their death, of Gaston, of Jadao, of Pippin, of everyone. So and obviously now being on the hunt as well, having Casca right next to us, right by our side, but it not exactly being Casca again. It's a lot to deal with, isn't it? But yeah, really like this artwork. We did have a little look at this last time out. Puck on the shoulder here. Hopefully we'll be seeing him again soon. Again, he's a much needed little bit of kind of comic relief in the series. Not sure how that would have fit in with the eclipse. It probably wouldn't have. But he's going to be back now, just in time for after the eclipse. Luckily for him. Wonder what would have happened to him if he was down there. And obviously we get this shot of Guts here with his mechanical arm and his arrow shooter as well. Man, that would be so annoying to get used to. Kind of, you probably, if you enter a doorway, just not like you'd be walking and you'd hit the top of it on something and you'd be like, for fuck's sake, man, got to deal with this now, because you can't feel. Well, I'm not sure how it works. I doubt he can feel that. I mean, it's not like it's got nerves in it. So it's just like when you're carrying something really long on like your back or something and you're just like walking into stuff. That's what I imagine it would be like a little bit at the start anyway. But I'm interested to see how that kind of comes about, how this works. Is it a bit like kind of Edward Elric in Fullmetal Alchemist perhaps, where you kind of attach nerves, or I don't know. The Japanese, and quite a lot of the best stories in the Japanese have these kind of mechanical arms, funnily enough, don't they? They like their mechanical arms. But yeah, let's see what chapters we have in store, guys. That's protecting a woman. Looks like he gets it pretty early on. I was expecting him to kind of be just one-armed for a little while, but doesn't look like he'll be one-armed for that long. Looks like he's took that looks a bit like Jadao. I think that is a woman, of course. But he's took a little some little knives from Jadao. It looks like he's kind of took his speciality a little bit and going to be using it for himself a little bit with the throwing knives. That's pretty cool. Pretty good, cool way to remember him. Looks like he gets his massive sword back as well. I did say surely it's going to be quite hard for him to use that with one arm, but I guess he does have both arms. Thing is though, if you do lose your arm or your leg, it's not, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's bad, but it's not too bad if you lose it like quite low down, like here for example, like anything here, because you do still have this upper arm that can still kind of move about and stuff. If you lose it on your like shoulder, I think that'd be a lot more rough on you. Yeah, Guts looking a little bit more mature here as well, isn't he? Closed eye. Wonder if he ever gets like an eye patch or anything. I'm not sure we've seen anyone with an eye patch in this show, have we? In this this manga. Yeah, let's see what we got. So we got Demon Infant, Armament. So I imagine Armament is where he gets his kind of upgrade on his arm. Funnily enough, Armament. He Who Hunts Dragons. What is this? Conviction Arc, Lost Children chapter, and it's got no pages attached to it. Interesting. The Black Swordsman once more. The Elves of Misty Valley. Do you reckon that Black Swordsman will be just like a very brief summary of the Black Swordsman arc? The Elves of Mist Valley. Jill is probably that woman we see up there, right? By Air. Elf Bugs and Berserk, the prototype. The prototype. Interesting. Okay, some interesting names. I'm very interested to see what this conviction arc, the Lost Children chapter is. I'm guessing the conviction arc is this arc we're now going into after the eclipse. Just gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, yeah, cool. What an even number. So, Demon Infant. Kind of makes me think, when Guts and Casca had sex, obviously it was unprotected. I'm not sure they had stuff like that these days. I think they very much didn't. Do you reckon she might be pregnant? Or do you reckon she might be pregnant with Femto's baby? That would be quite scary. Or if it's a mix of the both. I'm not sure that's a thing. I'm not sure that's a thing. But that what that's alluding to, perhaps? I still feel bad for Casca knowing that she's got this mark as well. And being confirmed that, yeah, she's... I don't know why she wouldn't, but yeah, she's going to be getting... I'm not really sure what the best word is for it. Assaulted by these kind of spirits and monsters now. Even more so. Yeah, there's Guts getting a lift once again from Skull Knight. Again, Skull Knight's done many favours to Guts. Many favours. I think he at least deserves a thank you or something at some point. I don't think he'll ever get that. Whoa! Through the night forest, just like wind. You said this makes twice you've carried me. What's that mean? I'm the one who carried you both from that otherworldly land. Oh, don't thank me. Oh, looks like it doesn't even want to thank you. It was incidental. Incidental, hey? Was it? I mean, he has said he kind of knows a little bit about the future, so I guess to him it would be incidental, but not really, because it was his decision. He could have not. He could have left us if he wanted to, so this too has some connection. Who the hell are you? I am the foe of the Inhumans. That's all I'll say for now. Okay, I think that's enough to trust him, isn't it? The foe of the people that are abusing, assaulting, stalking us. I think we can take that, right? Although that is pretty ambiguous in the fact that he's not the friend of humans exactly. He's the foe of Inhumans. So it must make Guts very important. What I get from that. So we've got a few elves here, or little goblins, leprechauns perhaps. Why'd you bring us to these mountains? I've never told anyone about this place. Well, I merely brought you to the nearest safe place to that otherworldly gate. Formerly, elves lived in those mountains. Even though the elves have left, the earth's energy is strong. It was a most suitable place in which to hide from those of the darkness. So I imagine they were kind of mining those ore caves, I think they call them. These little elves. I didn't know you had some connection to the place. It was chance. Oh yeah. What the hell does that say? That's very small. Goddo. I was kind of wondering, is that good, or it does say Goddo. Oh yeah. Good old... Oh, that's the guy's name, I guess. Oh yeah. Goddo, it's hard because every letter's in bold. So sometimes discerning between names is tough, especially there. Oh yeah, Goddo mentioned that once. Likewise, what saved you from death was the elf dust that your friend by chance had with him. Elf dust? Medicine of the highest quality. It is not easy to come by. That's quite interesting. Did we ever In the manga, we never got the scene of Casca giving Guts this kind of elf dust, did we? I remember prominently in the anime, it was a pretty memorable scene of Casca when Casca and Guts were together. Casca kind of tending to Guts' wounds with the dust. Did that happen in the manga? If it did, it happened a while ago, but I don't remember it as much so as in the anime. I feel like I would have. I mean, they're talking about it like they're talking about this elf dust for the first time right here, so perhaps that didn't happen. I don't think it did. Quite the interesting change. Obviously, it's not a massive change, but it actually added a little bit to that scene, added a little bit more romance. To be fair, but that's about it. So I can understand. I can understand the addition, I guess. With them cutting out other stuff, though, it is quite interesting that they add something like that in. It is very small, so just interesting. Seldom do elves reveal themselves to humans. Maybe you have some tie to the elves. I think he will. Even so, I suppose you have no desire to believe in destiny and such. Yeah, not now. But if we're supposed to hide ourselves, why is Casca? Perhaps she's gone outside of the ore cave. If she doesn't want the evil spirits to approach, she mustn't leave that place. Okay, so she's safe in there? No. All the better if it's a place in the sunlight. But once the sun sets, or if she walks into a dark forest, the dead will gather around her. Like what just happened to you. Hey, wait a minute. Then that means from now on, she has to stay inside that cellar? Casca does? There. Who's that? Is that Casca? So she's okay in the cave. He doesn't say why, but he's good in the cave, and she's also okay in sunlight. So she can go outside the cave in daylight, but best not go into any dark places or forests or anything. Which is, yeah, a bit limiting to say the least, isn't it? But I guess that is a great thing. She could just be. I kind of thought that these monsters and such didn't really give a fuck where you were, or what the conditions were. It could just be absolutely ruthless bastards and come at you all times, all day, every day. So that's very lucky, actually, isn't it? Very lucky. Wait! Something's wrong. What? The evil spirits aren't inflicting harm upon her. Yet so many are gathered. Why? So Skull Knight's pretty shocked here. What the fuck? Maybe it's because of what Femto done. Perhaps. Strange, isn't it? Why wouldn't they? Maybe again they maybe sense the essence of Femto on her or something. Scared of that, perhaps. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Too late. The damage is already done. Casca! Hey, you okay? Are you hurt? So is she pregnant with Femto's fucking devil baby? Oh my god. This makes me more worried. Casca? She looks like she's struggling. Oh my god. I don't even think about this. I don't really want to. Not something I really wanted to think about, but it didn't even cross my mind. What's wrong with you? Cass? God damn, she looks like she's in a lot of pain. Fucking hell, look at her scratching Guts' shoulder. She's in a lot of pain. Tearing up, sweating. Oh god, there's some blood. What the fuck? I hope it's not a case of where she like dies from childbirth or something. That would be horrible. What the fuck is this? An eyeball? Is it a behelit, perhaps? Is that how they're born? Who knows? Fuck, man. Oh no, there it is. There's some kind of little creature. Just fucking stamp on it, Guts. Just kill it while you can. Before it grows up. Kill that thing. Fucking hell, what on earth? To be fair to Casca, at least it isn't a normal baby. Well, it sounds weird me saying that. It'd be much better if it was a normal baby, like Guts is, perhaps. Because Guts did get there before Femto. It's quite interesting that Femto had the baby with Casca before Casca got pregnant with Guts' child. Say that because it's quite a lot smaller than a baby. Probably hurt a lot less, even though we saw it did hurt still a lot. But wow, I was not expecting this. Heavy breathing. Kill it. Kill that thing. Jesus Christ. I feel bad saying about that, something about that's just born, but you know that can't be good. You know this thing should probably die. Wow. Oh god. Twitch. Look at his eyes. Horrible, doesn't it? Looks like a crazed chicken with a beak. And quite fitting, considering it came from Femto, with a beak, like bird-like. But yeah, I don't blame you for making that face, Guts. Just trample it, please. Yes, I like that. She's gonna protect it. I guess that's the kind of motherly kind of instinct. But look at that thing, Casca. Look at that thing. A demon. Guts is definitely doing the right thing here. Honestly, it's probably even worth just kind of pushing Casca aside just to kill this thing. Because goddamn, you're not letting that thing live, are you? He's going to do it barefoot as well. How disgusting is that? Ugh. Yeah, but boo, fair enough. But barefoot stamping on that thing is pretty gross, isn't it? Yeah, look at her. She's worried about it. Again, I think that's just the kind of motherly instinct, something that comes from inside of you as a woman. That again, I think every woman has that. But most, again, there's always exceptions. Good to know, though, considering Casca's lost her memory and everything, that she's got that instinct. Even if it is for a demon. Casca, move! What are you doing? It's her child. That girl was with child. Skull Knight, you do it. You can do it, probably. That shapeless fetus, which was only just conceived, was possessed by evil, probably due to her sexual relations with the new god hand. Is that what you're calling that? Sexual relations? Look at this fucking thing. Kill it. Kill it. Again, I feel bad talking about something that was just born like this, born like a normal child. Talking about killing it like this, but honestly, it's born from disgrace, born from disgust, born from evil, possessed by evil. Kill it. And so, it has taken on the nature of a demon. It's a cursed child. So is it the nature of a demon, but is it just a normal child then? Is it just a normal human but just got the characteristics of a monster? It looks absolutely fucked. It's so much smaller than a child as well. I don't know what to think about this. This is very strange. Not expecting this. Wow. Has it just grown already that big? What? Was it always that big? No, yeah, I was gonna say, we did see the sound effects swell. Should have fucking crushed it while we had the chance. Normal humans don't grow like that, so I'm leaning towards it not being a normal human and just looking like a demon. Pretty sure that's a demon. Is it like half demon, half... Well, all demons are kind of part human, aren't they? So... I was going to say, was it half human, half demon? But again, I think that's the case for all demons. Guts' feet really are quite strange, aren't they? Why are they so spread out? Why are they so spread out? Weird thing to pick up on, I know, but... That means... Wait, it would be best to kill it. That child's no human child. Someday it will bring woe upon you both. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. We're going to have to kill it eventually, I imagine, so just do it now, bro. That means it's... Shut up! Hold on a minute. Rob. Looks like going after the mark. I was going to say, it looks like it's actually liking her a bit, but... I think it's just liking the mark of the brand, isn't it? Rob. Ah. Oh shit. Let's go, guys. This is ruthless, by the way. Doing this to someone's baby, even if it is this. This is still a ruthless thing to do. That's the right thing to do, isn't it? Let's be honest. The logical, smart thing to do. But again, it is ruthless taking a woman's just birthed baby and just grabbing it. And then just go, just squeeze, guys. Just squeeze, my dude. Ugh, it's a strange looking thing, isn't it? It almost looks human. But then again, it almost looks like tree trunks. It's got the head shape of a human almost, but... Wow. Ah! I feel bad for Casca, don't you? Again, as much as this is the right thing to do. Is it saying no right there? It's like Casca shouting in the background. No! Only got one eye. Didn't actually notice that. Or maybe the other eye was just covered by blood, but... Again? This is a demon. One of those who devoured our comrades and made you this way. Damn, she's biting his hand, trying to struggle getting it back. Just crush it. Crush it while you can, Guts. Squirming about. Oh, it reminds me a little bit of Guts as a baby. strange as that again probably sounds. He was born in a well, we didn't really see what happened as soon as he was born, but he was born in a similar kind of way, I guess. Born from kind of death. Should have died as soon as he was born. Born with the darkness surrounding him. Yeah, Casca is definitely fighting hard to save her baby here. Apologies, guys. I was just on the wrong recorder mode again. Luckily, I just stopped recording for a second there to check back. Not sure how long ago I recorded like that, but quickly go back and have a look at some of these. Like, I think a normal kid there would probably... It's quite funny, this scene, isn't it? I think a normal child there would go for the boob to get some milk, perhaps, to feed. Maybe not this young, but I think that's quite the normal action. So it's interesting it goes just above that to the mark. Almost like the mark is its life. The thing that gives it life. Also, we know all these monsters are kind of attracted to it and going to chase him down, so eventually that will probably happen with her own child if she lets it live. No! Again, guts, just crush it, my dude. So this is obviously why those things aren't attacking her. But why still? Why would they still not attack her even if she just birthed a demon? I'm hoping this is a good sign, meaning that she won't be kind of targeted in the future. But maybe as long as this thing's alive, that's the case. As long as she looks after it. Who knows? A lot of questions here. The clouds. The spirits of the recently deceased. Ugh. Oh my god. What happened? Just invisible. Damn, should have fucking killed it when we had the chance. I feel like it's like going back to Griffith or something. Huh? Ah! Just fucking gone. What the hell? Again, should have killed it when we had the chance. Might as well have. Now. Again, look at the pain on Casca's face. So, it's your child. This doesn't mean it has become dust. Like the other evil spirits chased by the light, it has slipped into a place nearer the world of the dead. Because it's light outside. Someday it will appear before you both again. All children yearn for their parents, as do demons in their own way. I guess it's kind of double. Both a child yearning for its parent and its demon yearning for the sacrifice of the brand mark of its mother. So I guess that's double. Wow. Be interested to see what that looks like when it's fully grown and comes after us. The demon born from Femto, so I imagine it's probably going to be quite powerful. Again, shame we didn't just fucking crush it while we could have. As brutal as that would have been. But that would have been a brutal scene, seeing the blood splatter on Casca and everything explode. That would have been an absolute brutal scene. But it would have been the right thing to do. Well, that's something we can look forward to in the future. Guts! Ricker? Farewell. We will likely meet again should destiny dictate. If you mean to pursue the Inhumans, follow the guidance of that brand. It reacts strongly to evil. But mind this, yours is a black path through the night. When you confront those who lurk in the darkness, you also envelop yourself in it. Good journey, struggler. Thank you, Skull Knight. Thanks for all you've done for us, man. You deserve a thank you. Wow, that almost looked like a bit of a creepy face, this creek right here. It's just a crease, but I don't know if you guys ever done this as well. When I was like quite a bit younger, I'd also like look at bits of wood and such and see like scary faces and like the kind of patterns of wood, for example. I used to be quite fascinated in it. You see like demonic faces. I think that probably came from my love of horror movies. But yeah, farewell, Skull Knight. Hell of a job he done. Hell of a job he done since he came back. But yeah, this is I was not expecting this in the first kind of new chapter. Wow, the birth of a demon from Casca. Again, honestly, quite a shame that she didn't birth a normal child from Guts. That would have actually been quite nice. But I mean, it's lucky it was again that small, because probably I'm not sure how birth goes, to be honest with you. I'm not a genius on childbirth, but I imagine there was a lot less chance of Casca dying from childbirth right there than there would have been if that was a normal human baby, which is a good thing. Probably the only good thing that's come out of that. Yeah, there's the little girl and little Rickert, who's actually looking a little bit taller nowadays. Let me back up with Casca and Guts, the struggler. This little peek at Guts' new fit. Looks like he's got some new shoes, some spiky shoes. Yeah, good first chapter. Again, pretty gross, pretty strange, but yeah, really good. Funny I say that. The first comment is there's nothing good or nice about this chapter. There is. There's a little bit of again, there's a little bit of brightness in there, I guess, but overall it was pretty dark still, wasn't it? Knowing that we've now got a demon baby that's going to be coming after us later on the line at some point, going to be trying to get. Will it try and kill us? Probably going to make an attempt at our lives. Her own child. Kind of sucks ass. But I guess for now, again, there's a little bit of solace in the fact that she's not getting hunted or attacked by these evil spirits or anything, for the minute at least. Yeah, interesting chapter for sure, my dude. For sure. Let's get into the second one. Have a little look at Guts' new kind of design here. Some fancy shoulder pads here. Again, got the kind of spiky design. There's a crossbow right here. Kind of spring on his arm. Looking cool. Armament. So yeah, I'm guessing this is where he gets armed with his armor and his weapons, a new sword, new arm. Okay, let's get into this. Whoa, dumbass bastard! What are you doing in the middle of the road? It's like a goblin. Hey, man. Hey? But it doesn't look very friendly, does he? Just laying in the middle of a road in a puddle. What is that? Don't get involved. Don't get involved. Some bad news. God's sake. Sun ups and vanishes. Nothing but bad omens happening. Sniff, sniff. You're just smelling the road. A demon, perhaps? on his way to Casca and Guts, potentially. Little man. He does look like he could be a demon. Yeah, I think I'm right. Sacrifice. I think I'm right there. As mean as that probably sounds, he does look like a bit of a demon. Shouldn't always judge books by their cover, though, of course. Learned that from some of the early chapters, didn't we? With that guy with the kind of messed up face, who I really liked, to be honest with you. He was a really nice guy. Unfortunate that he died, to be honest. But I'm glad Guts got his due diligence for the little man. That was a long time ago I read that. But again, I think me remembering that just shows how much I kind of respected that guy. I really liked him. One of my favourite side characters till this day. The guy with the messed up face. Yep, here we are. What do they call him? Goddo. He does look a bit like Jesus. Goddo. Clang clang. Hold on, Erica. Shh. This way. Should we really be? But she stole some keys. That him forging Guts' new sword right there. Ta-da! Wow, quite the fucking armory right here. Incredible! So many weapons and armor. They say my dad's so good, he's really famous in town. He used to make swords and armor for the local lord. Okay, again, I'm getting a little bit confused as to where to read. Going down and then left is what I'm going to do. And that's not all. So he used to make swords and armour for the local lord. And that's not all. Bows and arrows, cannons, spurs. I'm not sure what spurs are. Nowadays that's just a shit football team. Cannons, spurs, horseshoes. And some rather small text. What's the deal with this? And lots more. He was a genius who'd make anything he was asked. I think we've got a couple of weapons here that Rickard's picking up already, haven't we? Oh, what was that? Couple strange fucking things here. My god. These like torture masks. They look like gimp masks. But I think they're like torture masks, or maybe they're just prototype helmets. Because we have seen some strange helmets in this series, haven't we? Yeah, I feel like they're probably prototype helmets. They look like they could be torture devices. They also look like they could be S&M devices as well. This looks very much like it could be a fucking chastity belt or something. Some strange stuff right here. But yeah, we see the arrow, the bow and arrow right here that Guts uses, and also this cannon as well, and little arm that probably goes on top of it. Little peak. Again, why do they put full songs as adverts on YouTube? Strange. What? What's this? Oh, that? The Dragon Slayer. Oh, he'd already done the sword. Dragon Slayer? That's a hell of a fucking big sword, isn't it? A king sent out a proclamation long ago. Oh shit. To bring him a sword that could kill a dragon. And so, the Lord put me on the job. At that time, I'd gotten sick of doing work for the nobles. Make 'em refined. Make 'em elegant. Yeah, you would, wouldn't you, to be fair? Just making kind of jewellery more than weapons. But that is a hell of a sword, isn't it? Swords are just large butcher knives, after all. Tools meant for killing people. And so I forged it. as it was described. A sword that could butcher a dragon. Are dragons real creatures then? I guess so. They're talking about them like they're real creatures in this universe. It would actually be quite handy if they were. I mean, I think dragons are enemies of humans. Obviously, I'm not sure about the rules in this universe or anything. But perhaps they could also be the enemies to Inhumans as well. Don't know. But again, we've never really. I didn't know there were dragons in this, so it looks like there are. Quite sad, honestly, looking at this cut in half fucking dragon. Dragons are quite majestic creatures, so it's never nice seeing them in this manner. So then, I almost got hung out to dry. So I ran away from the castle town, and I've lived here quietly since. I sure was young back then. Mighty things that could kill, that's all there was for me. But if anyone could handle this, it'd still just be a hindrance. I don't like losing track of the essence of a tool, but that's exactly what I did here. Now, it's a good reminder. Interesting. So he kind of keeps it as a lesson. I don't think he'll be keeping it too long. Can it kill one? Could this really kill a dragon? If there were any dragons. So there might not be any dragons in this universe, okay. That was a bit of a keep that promiscuous. That's not the word, is it? That's not the word at all, I don't think. Keep that bit of a mystery, I guess. Gulp. But, you know, this ain't even what you'd call a sword. It's a meaningless slab of iron you can't even lift. For killing dragons and monsters that ain't even real. But it's funny, isn't it? Because, again, he doesn't quite know how useful this is probably going to be. Considering the amount of fucking monsters that are going to be out there. Your friend looks like he's about to fight a dragon, though. Seems that he'll want to fight even after losing his hand and eye. He ain't up to the job, is he? Dragons? Are dragons because humans can't beat them? What does that mean? Are dragons because humans can't beat them? What does that mean? Maybe it's something to do with the translation. I don't understand that, to be honest. Are dragons because humans can't beat them? You're trying to say, are dragons a thing because humans can't kill them? Are they still alive, / legendary, / talked about because humans lost to dragons and will always lose to dragons? Or I guess I don't know. That's what I'm going to interpret that as, I think. But I think more than anything, he's kind of relating that to dragons to monsters / demons. Are demons because humans can't beat them? I don't know though. Again, I could be totally misinterpreting this. Be interesting to see what the Japanese is for this. Is that a boulder? A couple boulders and some greenery. Oh damn. I was wondering what that was. Looks like it's a little fish jumping up. Just cut it clean in half. Fucking hell. Fair play. Guess that's tea for the night. Good. Good. That's a hell of a thing to do. I find it really impressive that people in real life that use their spears and just kind of stab at the fish to fish, and they just jump in a kind of reasonably shallow water and just by their eyesight just go and then just catch a fish. I think that's really impressive. Obviously, this is a little bit more impressive, but didn't really happen. This didn't really happen. So tomorrow you leave. Yeah. Thanks for all your help. You don't have to. Goats won't tell me anything. But I really do realise. I don't want to believe it, but the Band of the Hawk is. I'll come open this in the morning. Thanks. Akisa Casca won't go outside. She's like a prisoner. She is going to be a bit like a prisoner, but a good prisoner. A prisoner to freedom, funnily enough. Whereas in prison you think you'd lose your freedom, but funny enough, this is a prison for her to achieve that freedom. Oh, well, she's just dead. I guess eventually she might come out of here. If Guts ever kills all these demons, ever kills the whole of the God Hand, which seems like a pretty impossible task. Just being a mere human. I mean, no amount of mechanical arms or cannons is going to help you with that, I don't think. Perhaps it will. Perhaps I'm wrong, but I feel like someone with the power of like Void or Femto, I'm not sure they can get bested by stuff like that. Again, we'll see, probably, hopefully. Potentially. God damn, look at Guts' back right here. He's got like a 6-pack on his back. Yeah, looks like Rickard's gave Guts a key for Casca's prison as he visits her one last time before he leaves. Still feel bad for her though, don't you? Being locked up in this place, having no real freedom. But this is for the best. She does not look happy. Does not look one bit happy. Looks evil, actually. Bet you're hungry. You got it made today. Erica really outdid herself. As her head shoots right up. She's a bit like a little kid, isn't she? I think everyone would be if you lose all your memories. Nice tomatoes in there as well. Tomatoes. You guys, as the Americans would say. So she's chomping that down. I mean, she's still looking pretty pissed off, isn't she, right there? Staring at Guts with ill intent. Better than a month ago. Before she tried to run just because I was here. Looks like she doesn't really understand how to eat. Well, actually, there's not really. Is there a knife and fork? Yeah, there is a spoon. So I guess, yeah, she doesn't even know how to eat a soup kind of thing either. What are you doing, idiot? And you can't really call her an idiot. She's lost everything. Strip. It's gonna scold. Oh, that was hot. Didn't realise. It looks like she burnt herself a little bit on that. Ah! Ah! Okay, so we'd have to. The first page I've had to censor for a little while. Rips. Probably gonna have to censor the whole page. But it's just you guys that are not looking at the page on a different kind of source. It's just Casca's dress being ripped where it was burned. Quite scary, honestly. I was going to bring up. I'll stay on this page. Saves me with the editing. But yeah, I was going to bring up. I brought up before how it's straight. It's funny because both these guys didn't like the touch, and then both came to touch each other quite a bit and became quite comfortable with each other, and then obviously that's gone. And her being told to like strip like that must be quite horrible. Being told by some random guy just to strip, take your clothes off. But it's funny because again that was so familiar before. That was such a kind of warm feeling before. Seems like everything that was warm between these two before has just turned like kind of stale cold, hasn't it? Horrible. Yeah, the kind of lot of fear in Casca's eyes right there. Not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, Guts, mate. Yeah, she pushes him, runs off. Not gonna happen, my dude. He runs off with a whimper. I reckon there's some kind of like magic, fairy magic or something that could get people's memory back. That would be really nice. Not massively important though. It would be nice for Guts though. A nice thing to happen to him. Get. She's absolutely terrified, doesn't she? Again, you can understand being locked down here in this kind of prison-like place with a man unfamiliar telling you to strip and jumping upon you. Not how it is though, is it? It's not how it seems at all. Ah! She's just screaming. Must be horrible for Guts. Look at him. It's devastated, isn't he? That might have been the biggest loss to him, to be honest, mightn't it? I mean, lost his crew, lost a lot of his friends, lost the whole band, but the biggest loss might have been the loss of the person who was closest to him, the person he had a real connection with. Like them still being here. Like they're right there. I mentioned this earlier, they're right there, but they're so far away. Must feel fucking horrible. Especially considering everything has been through before the eclipse, and then during the eclipse, now after. Fucking horrible. Really is one of the most brutalized characters of all time, from what I've seen. It's a good word for it, isn't it? Why does this guy's house look like the cannon on Guts' arm? That's just a I can't remember what they're called. What was that? Was it Pokemon? Probably, I think it was Pokemon, wasn't it? I remember a very prominent scene from an old anime. I think it was Pokemon with one of these. I think it was like Pikachu training on one of these. I really prominently remember it. That was like 20 odd years ago, probably. A long time ago. So his Guts is suiting up. I think that was Ash kind of gearing up for the electric gym versus Raichu. I might be wrong in that, but it might have actually been for the first gym versus Brock, but again, a long time ago. So that's funny that that's kind of come to an end now as well. Ash's journey in Pokemon, long enough, long enough. But yeah, a little sad. See, like a scene like this again, a little enhanced with kind of anime / movies and such. You get to hear the sound effects there's sound effects here, but there's a satisfyingness in like the clicks and such when someone's like suiting up like this, so the things go like the scenes in Evil Dead, for example, where Ash Williams kind of suits up. I just find it really satisfying, like the clicks and the and the stuff like fitting right into place. There's something satisfying about that, isn't there? Still yet to see this Evil Dead reference, by the way. Maybe I missed it. Again, I'm no expert on it. I've only seen the movies a fair few times. I wouldn't say anything over 10 times for each of them. I did watch them quite a bit though. Can't wait for the new one to come out. Evil Dead Rise looks pretty good from the trailer. Different style. It looks like it's in the same kind of style as the remake movie, which was pretty good a few years back, and much more of a kind of brutal, almost like Berserk style, rather than the comedic style. Personally, I prefer the comedy stuff. I like the horror in there, but Evil Dead 2 is always my favourite. You can use knives, Cuts? I had your dad teach me the ropes a long time ago. It's not my style, so that's as far as we went. I like that they brought that up. Little homage. It might be something I'll need this time. There. Looking good, Guts, looking good. When are you getting the armpit on, my bro? I'm looking forward to. Say, why are your clothes and armour all black? Because I'll be fighting in lots of the dark places. They are in the darkness. The Black Swordsman. Hey, Guts, give me your left arm. Huh? Trust me. Like this, and ka-ching! Artificial arm? Oh! I did mention Ash Williams. Artificial arm? Huh? It's groovy. Love that. Love that. This I was going to bring up, it's quite funny that the arm fits perfectly. I mean, I guess it kind of fits quite a few sizes, a mechanical arm like this, but love that. When was it that he said groovy? Was it when he put the arm on? I feel like he said it obviously reasonably often. He said it in Army of Darkness, Ash Williams. Again, it's been a while since I've actually watched any of them. It might have been when he sawed off the shotgun. I'm either thinking it's when he sawed off the shotgun and when he put his mechanical arm on. Obviously, it'd make a lot of sense if it's when he put his mechanical arm on, because of this. But yeah, Army of Darkness again, probably my second favourite of the series. I love the comedy in Army of Darkness. There's a lot of comedy in Army of Darkness. It's very much more comedy than horror. It kind of goes from horror to horror comedy to comedy, and then back to kind of pure horror almost with the remake. Groovy. I love his actor. I can't remember his name. He's good in a lot of stuff. Bubba Hotep, another good thing he's in. Obviously, he's in Spider-Man movies. He's pretty good in them. In a few roles in the Spider-Man movies, isn't he? Finally, it's been a while. I thought we were never going to see it. Artificial arm, huh? It's groovy. I made it from stuff in Master Godo's storehouse. It's magnetized so you can grip a sword too. Oh, that's pretty fucking awesome. That's really cool, actually. Magnetized. Here, there's this too. I help too. Little reason why it's groovy. Yep. Let's see. Face that rock and point the hand at it. Huh? I guess if he maybe squeezes it, that's when the shot comes out. Now, pull that metal part on the side. Right, that. Ah, you done getting it ready? Godo! Yeah, I'm about to leave. Oh, that was a close call. Yeah, almost just killed Godo. Bloody hell. Good grief. Going through a man's stock in trade and taking whatever you want. Yeah, you got to feel for him. Guts has just been given all this stuff. This handy stuff, but it's just been given to it by the kids. This is why they say mercenaries ain't better than thieves. I owe you a lot. Heck, I'll just make him work off the cost of the food and arms. Eh? Yay! Oh, these kids are so cute, aren't they? Again, a little bit of brightness in this very dark universe. My farewell gift. Oh, it's not even the massive sword, it's just a puny sword. My farewell gift. Take it and go. I don't know who you're going off to fight, or where, but you won't get far without this. I just forged it. It ain't my best, but it's damn fine. If you're careful with it, it shouldn't nick at all. I don't think we'll be being very careful with any of his swords, are we? Gives it a little test out. Breaks another sword. I thought it'd give him the massive sword. And it seems quite fitting, but I guess not. Whoa. Everyone's pretty impressed by that. How about it? Oh, we're back with the oh, this guy. Oh, he's getting near us. I guess this might be a perfect time to test our new stuff. Ja. The brand is bleeding. What's the matter? Found you. Oh shit, he's right at the door. Leftovers. Not good. And who are you? Wait. He's my guest. I followed the scent of evil. My nose is really good. Armament. End. Wow, that was a really awesome couple chapters, wasn't it? Again, love that little reference there. By the way, love that. As I said, Ash Williams, one of the most badass characters in horror in general ever. One of the most charismatic, that's for sure. So awesome getting a little nod there. Again, it is very much fitting with the whole mechanical arm stuff. Like I said, Army of Darkness is one of my favourites because it's got that little gag with the little Ash Williams and the mechanical arm. Just got to punch him in the face and such. And again, it's very very gag-esque, but I really love it. Yeah, that was an awesome little reference there. I'm glad it was a reference that I understood as well. From one of my favourite moments. But yeah, I feel like he says that both in Army of Darkness and in Evil Dead 2. I think it might be when he put the chainsaw on, perhaps, actually. Yeah, probably. Again, it's been a while. Makes me want to rewatch him again. But yeah, really good couple chapters here. Looks like we're going to be starting out testing some of the new equipment in the next couple chapters, which I'm really looking forward to. But yeah, quite surprising. This chapter wasn't surprising. Of course, this was going to happen at some point. Both the demons coming for Guts and Guts getting kind of fitted with all this armor and equipment and swords and such. I love this little nod to Jadao here as well, kind of bringing him with us as well. A little bit of him. A lot of sadness, of course, with seeing Casca like this. But yeah, honestly, that first chapter was very surprising. I did not expect that at all. Perhaps after this fight is when we'll get this sword. Perhaps the sword that was given to us will break. This was a strange shot. This was a very strange shot. But yeah, honestly, the first chapter was very surprising. Love this. Love both of them though. And yeah, some stuff to look forward to with that kind of femto baby disgusting thing. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Again, really enjoy these couple chapters. Awesome start to this kind of new Berserk for me anyway, a Berserk that I've yet to see, and again, started off very strong. Do let me know what you guys thought about these chapters down in the comment section though. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys like this one, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date with these reactions. I'll be back. I'm pre-recording this, pre-recording this, so I think this is going to be out on Friday, so I'll be back on Tuesday with the next couple of chapters. So I think we'll be starting out the new arc in there as well. So hopefully you can join me then, and enjoy the rest of your day, guys.